All right, so I have sewn around the outside, but I've left the top open about 1.5 inches. Now that I did it, I could take my pin out. And there is a hole at the top on purpose here because we've got to get our stuffing in. So if you notice, I did not actually take my needle off or anything. I just stopped what I was doing about there. Don't knot it off or anything. We're going to knot it off after we're done stuffing it. So what I'm going to do is open up my little pouch here, take my stuffing, and you really don't know how much you need until you start putting it in. And I'm just going to poke it through, push it in with my finger. You don't want it to be like crazy overstuffed, but you want it to have some cushion to it, so it's more than just flat. I'm really going to push my stuffing into the corners or into the like edges. And it shouldn't be popping out the sides or anything because my stitches are pretty close together. If you kept that rule of a pinky nail's length, you shouldn't have a problem. If you started to get a little lazy with it and do longer stitches, you might have a problem with your stuffing kind of coming out. You're going to have to fix that. You have to go back and redo those spots, so you don't want to be lazy with that. And now I don't want to have stuffing kind of at the top here. Like I could put a little bit more in probably, but I'm not going to have it poking out the top because it's going to get in the way when I'm trying to do the rest of this. I kind of push it down so that there's not a lot at the top here. And then later on when I'm totally all done, I can kind of smush it back to fill it in. But I'm going to have this opening here, and now I have to get my my twine. So I can either you can use ribbon, because I have ribbon, or you can use twine. I'm going to use the twine, and this is what I want to hang my ornament from. So I'm going to make a knot in it, the length that I wanted. I cut a piece that's, you know, a like forearm's length pretty much. And then I'm going to tie a knot in it. So, like that. And I'm going to stick this knot part inside of my ornament. So I'm actually going to push it down into my ornament. And if you want to do ribbon, you do the exact same thing with the ribbon. It's up to you what you want to do, you know, ribbon or the twine. And I want my loop to be at the center, so I want to kind of like fix this to make it in the spot that I want it to be in. And I can also like pin, let's say I want it to be pinned in a specific spot, I can pin it. If I want these to be closer together, I can pin it like that. So when I sew it in a second, it keeps it in line in the spot I want it. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pin. You can adjust it, but I'm going to keep my pin in it like that. So now all I do is I keep weaving in and out through to over here to the spot that I had started. I'm going to knot it off in the same spot that I started, and I'm going to show you that in a second because the knot is on the inside at the beginning, so at the end we're going to get our knot on the inside too. So but same exact thing, you weave in and out, but when you're weaving you want to go through your ribbon or your twine, whatever it is that you used for your ornament hook, you want to actually go through it. So I'm literally, when I get to this part, I'm going to put my needle right through the twine. It might get a little stuck, but I have to push hard and it'll go through it.